And so when I took the nylon bag out, I did my, I was trying to want to see if I could see money inside the nylon bag, and it was a pool that I saw inside the nylon bag. So I got really disappointed. Like, to me, I told my father I was going to die, and he looked into my face and said, "You know what? I know you're really struggling, but I'm not going to die." Being a CAC man and a deacon, and my mother a deaconess, and they said I should have. It was the pool that I met inside the nylon that got me broken. Like, I thought I was going to see money inside. I wouldn't even mind. So that's why when I see people hungry, it doesn't matter what I have. I don't care. I don't care what I'm going to sell. I live my life as if there's not going to be another tomorrow. I live my life as if I'm going to die now. I live my life as if, what will you be remembered for? I've not been a pastor then. I've not been a Celestial person then. I've not been a shepherd then. When I was hawking for my younger ones, I've not been a Celestial. I've not been a shepherd. When I was helping people, blessing people, I've not been a shepherd. When I was a bus conductor, that I would even get money and pay for people and give to people, I wasn't a pastor. So it's been part of me. It wasn't that I learned that from the church. So all those, I was actually promising myself and promising God that, God, if you help me, I'm going to help people. I didn't know. I believe my parents got no money, my father's got no money, but I believe I'm going to be great. If I'm great, God, I'm going to help people. Those are the things I was actually telling God, and I was fasting, praying. So, and I believe when you have a church, that church is to build people and build other destinies. So that's why the major thing we're doing this church, our tithe goes to helping people in the church. There are mothers, that are old people in the church who are on salary. Now, I believe the tithe does not belong to the pastor. It's not pastor's money. It shouldn't be my money, because we're saying, yeah, it's for the church. So we have people blessed, we're blessing. We have anybody in our choir department. If they get admission, we're the one that will take care of the payment of the fee. Some collect 300, some collect 250 when they go back to school. And in my house, I have a lot of people living with me too, children from different fathers. Because there was a time I was even looking for a place to live, and I was looking for the job of a security, like a gatesman, so that I would have a place to live. I was actually planning to leave home because I was not really happy about my parents' situation. So I said, let me just go away, leave home, that anytime I want to come back home, I'm going to come back. The only thing I glorify God for now is my mother's house is not here, not far from here, my father's house. I've been able to rebuild the house to the glory of God. The former house where we used to use pits, toilets and all that, you can imagine, face me and slap you, the normal way we normally call it. To the glory of God, I've been able to rebuild the house and all that. But sometimes when I look at the house, I'm always asking myself, it's like I've always been flashing back to imagine what we went through then. That sometimes what really took me out of the church was when my mother was owing someone, and she used the money to pay our dues in church, and the woman disgraced her, and the other one was abusing my mom. My mother happens to be the most prayerful woman in the church, the most hardworking woman in the church, the most committed woman in the church, but she happens to be the poorest. It was a big mockery, and my mother was laughing because my mother didn't go to school, but the woman was abusing her in preaching. I didn't go to school, but I've gotten the passion of living my life to bless people. You'll be remembered for two things: the problem you are able to create and the problem you are able to solve. And two things are important in your life: the day you came to the world and the day you discover what you're called for. What I came to the world for is to be a blessing to my generation. And that's why you cannot come to the Celestial Church Genesis and you think you're going to pay for anything. No. If I give you all, it's going to be free. If I do anything for you, it's going to be free. Then we have lots of elderly women at the church who are on salary. The list is collecting 40K every month. So that's where our tithe goes, and I'm okay with that. I don't have the whole world. I want to create my world. I want to create my world building people. Because if I inherit the whole world, it's vanity upon vanity. I'm not taking it nowhere. So, and that's why everything about my life is about giving. Everything about my life is about impacting people. Everything about my life is about understanding the place of my assignment. Because you are created to serve. So it's been like that. The one you mentioned, just there's a house we're about completing now for a member that I was preaching one day, and I said, do you know it's going to be possible for some people? And God told me that, okay, some of you are here, but I'm looking for one person. You've been building your house and you've been praying that you want to complete that house. I was not really having money, and like 3 people came out, and I saw the youngest among them, and I asked them, since when have you been building your house? And she said, the husband and her have been trying to build the house for 8 years, and they've not been able to build 2 rooms for 8 years. And I said, you know what, God told me that I should go and complete the house for you. And I've not built a house for my sister, not for my brother. I'm a prophet that listens to the voice of God. So they were like, wow, is it going to be possible? And I said, you're trying to want to build 2 rooms, but God said we should turn it to a flat. And we should complete it, do the roofing, do the borehole. So we started from the borehole, we're going to do the fence and all that. We've started that project. I'm just looking at the day they're just going to move to the house, and they said, oh my God, what they've been building for 8 years, under a few months, God has been able to do it. So I've got a lot of students in schools, different schools, that not quite long around the Sherry, and I was preaching, I was talking about debt, that God now told me someone was there, that you're running away from the person you're owing. So she came out, and other people came out too. You know what God said to me? God said, you know what, don't just pray for them, go look for money, pay half of their debt. So the one that was owing 500 will pay 250. But I've not been doing that from church money, from my own money, because I'm a blessed shepherd. If I pray for you now, I've never charged anybody in my life. So if I pray for you now and you have your results without charging you will come back. So that's the way people have been blessing me. I'm not charging, because some people say, oh, he said it's not charging, where's the same money? I'm not selling anything. But as a prophet,
grateful people will
as a prophet, when I pray for you and people are seeing results, you know, there are a lot of people who came to this church as nobody, but now they're good. Some came to my life, they came empty, but to the glory of God, they are transformed, and God has been faithful to them. So instead of me using everything they have blessed me with to start, living on fantasies and all that, I started helping people. So to the glory of God, I was able to pay all those debts. So when I was coming back in the bus, I started crying. And one of them, like, I'm a very emotional person. Like, sometimes when I flash back, I just don't want to do anything. I just start glorifying God. That nobody told me this will happen. No prophet told me this will happen. And that's why I don't know wherever you're watching me from, but I'm not talking about you right now. I'm only telling you about you. Because there's no way you would pronounce success without you. There's no way you pronounce unstoppable without you. There's no way you pronounce uniqueness or spell uniqueness without you. There's no way you pronounce uncertainty without you. So there's no way you will become whatever you want to become in life without you. I'm not talking about you right now. I'm talking about you believing in God, believing in yourself, being a right person, doing the right thing. You have to be effective. And how can you be effective? You have to be selective. You have to select what you hear, you have to select what you see, you have to select what you say, you have to select what you're doing, you have to select your association, you have to select the people you have around you. It's not about you now, it's about you believing in yourself that this man that is talking to you right now, there was a day there was nothing for us to eat and we ate house rats. My father killed the rats, we roasted the rats, not bush rats, not rabbit, house rats. I imagine, look at the way you've been looking at your mother, look at my mother, can you imagine?
I said it earlier that the story is quite touching. It's something that defeats the imagination of a lot of people. You only hear such stories in movies. And when you meet someone who has been through all of this, you definitely cannot imagine, where he's coming from. You can see the glory, and a lot of people are carried away, usually, by the glory of today, and they fail to look into the past to see where he's coming from. No wonder you and Reverend Modesta Mibolaji are kindred spirits.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to want to go to now. Like, God, you're a prophetess. Because there's no way I'm going to talk about this, my glory or anything. I've got nothing. Like, you wouldn't know that the car I have is not a $3 million car. And I'm not bothered. It doesn't matter. It's not about cars or all that. There was a time someone gave me money for Range Rover. I gave it to the church. We used to buy the building we're going to use for the school. the nursery and primary school. Like every member will have to go there, and we're starting Genesis banking system now because there's a common thing in Nigeria now. People goes out for loan and they call it Napo and all this that whatever. And when they didn't pay them on time, they have to lock them up, lock them in the toilet. And I told our members, you know what? Don't do that. Just pray that if anybody should bless me now, if they should bless me with a car, I'm going to sell the car. If I sell the car for 7 million or 10 million, I will give it to our bank. So any member of the church that want to get a loan, go get the loan from the bank. But no interest, no nothing. You just need a guarantor. So the guarantor will just stand for you that you're going to pay back, but no interest. So instead of you looking for help from people that will frustrate you, get your help from God. David said, where would my help come from? My help will come from God, the creator of heaven and earth. So when the person gave me the money, I give it to the church. Severally, Yadra has given me money. But that's not about going. You cannot just talk about my mentality about giving, that I will not talk about my mentor. And my biggest mentor is Reverend Mother Esther Abimbola Ajayi. Read my lips. Reverend Mother Esther Abimbola Ajayi. That's my spiritual mom, my ladder, who gave me her shoulder to be the ladder. It's not about money, it's about mentorship. If you don't have a mentor, you will not mentor. If you don't have a mentor, you will not be mentioned. If you don't have a mentor, you cannot go further in life. Well, if you don't have a mentor, you can never be mentioned. So everybody talks about me now because I have got the mentor. I've known her for the past 22 years. And she happens to be the person that bought me the first plastic chair. Then I was a prophet. She was not in the ministry then, but that she's the ministry, when she came to the ministry after me, does not reduce the respect and the honor and the spiritual gifts I found inside of her. That she was not a prophet then to me does not mean I was bigger or I am bigger than her. Because if you don't appreciate your mother, you'll become a murderer. And you need to appreciate the mentality of that your mother who has brought you to the level of understanding to become someone to be mentioned. She has given me a platform, she has given me opportunity to understand life, and she has blessed me severally, and I've used what she has blessed me to bless people, to bless the church. And there was a day she said, "Oh, Lucio, don't you know when we're going out, I have to see you with a big car?" You know, she gave me money for Range Rover Sports.